the kind of campaign which is going on against me, just on the basis of some allegation and some unfounded alleged grounds of my Pakistan visit and holding an arbitration and all that. They are all pleas, I mean, if I may say so, which are put together by the state government and then endorsed by the central government, seeking my ouster. A very good ground and defence against each one of them, but that was never considered. It was a totally one-sided effort by both the state government and central government to seek my ouster, which I didn't find at all encouraging. They went to the extent of sending it to the president for a reference to the Supreme Court. Full stop. Already Supreme Court has dealt with me very unfairly in the initial setting up of a report committee and then a report. I have dealt with all these things in quite great detail in my letter to the Chief Justice of India. Therefore, I was not feeling very happy about. The court has dealt with me very unfairly in the initial setting up of a report committee and then a report. I have dealt with all these things in quite great detail in my letter to the Chief Justice of India. Therefore, I was not feeling very happy about the situation. And on the other hand, at the ground level, they were building up pressure on me by staging repeated demonstration with ugly slogans, by burning my effigies, by making it difficult for me to work in my office. So all this, the combined effect of all this made me feel that I better give up my post, let others do it, let somebody else may come and do a better job. It's for them, it's for the government. If the government doesn't want the State Human Rights Commission to function with me as the chairman, I tried, but I could not ultimately. I had to ultimately say very well goodbye.
Sir, in your words, can you describe the harassment you and your family faced?
Sir, look at the camera.
No, it's going on in the sense that the way the newspaper, the TV and every this channel is going on a one-sided campaign against me. Very few of them have taken the views properly. As for example, I know Mr. Justice Altamas Kabir, the retired Chief Justice of India, said a lot of things about me in my favour. The camera only focused very little of it. So it was not a very fair campaign which was going on against me, day in and day out.
Justice Ganguly, did you get a reply from the Chief Justice of India to your letter?
No, sorry, no.
Not a word?
No, not as yet.
Not as yet. So, sir, the main issue that remains, the whole charge brought by the law.
You're against using the word charge. There is no charge at me against me as yet.
Okay, sir, you're right. It's allegation is the word that we should use. The allegation that the law intern has brought, you have consistently denied, and even in your letter to the Chief Justice, you have denied that they were absolutely false. Would you please elaborate on that?
Sir, look at the camera.
What do you mean by elaborate?
Would you tell us what you feel about those allegations? Why?
I feel very shattered by those allegations. I can never think of such allegation coming from an intern. I mean, I am feeling very unhappy of the allegations. What do you mean by elaboration? The allegations which are made are very, if I may say so, the allegations are very, very unreasonable. I am asking you, you are a woman. Suppose it is said by the Supreme Court committee that is unwelcome behavior. You have gone to a place. You find that the gentleman whom you have gone to meet is not behaving properly with you, and you have an option to leave. What would you do? Will you suffer the gentleman or will you leave?
Leave, obviously.
But she did not leave. She was unwelcome to whom? She stayed on till dinner. Why? And there is a good story of a wine. Can I force a glass of wine on you? Suppose if you say no, I am not taking. I cannot do it on my wife, whom I am living for the last 45 years. Can I force? Yes, several girls are here. So if you are unwilling to take something, why wine? Cup of tea, cup of coffee. If you are unwilling to take, can I force it on you? Basic, come on, have a glass of wine. You say, no, sir, I am not used to it, I don't like it. Will you take it unless you are willing to take it? You answer this. Please answer me. They are giving my mom.
Why,
sir, I agree,
why
sir.
haven't you filed a defamation case against the girl?
I will never do it against the person who was my student. I will never do it. I'd rather go to jail. Because a stagiaire has a status. It is not between two political opponents.
So how long after this incident did this intern? How long after this incident did the intern work with you?
Never.
Yes.
Her exams came, I think by this happened in December 2012. Her exams were in February or something. She was getting ready for the exam. Then after that she passed out of she went out of Calcutta.
What did she tell you when she left?
She is the last. After I met her in that evening, I have not met her at all. Once I possibly saw her fleetingly in the NUJs. Thereafter I have not met her.
Sir, in your letter to the Chief Justice of India, you have very categorically said that unfortunately, because you have passed some judgments against powerful interests, you are suffering collateral damage. Would you elaborate on that?
No. I have said that that's my apprehension. That possibly because I have passed some orders, there is a collateral attack on me, possibly. But what is there on record, which is not a question of possibilities, which are irrefutable, the way I was treated by the Supreme Court.
So do you think there was a conspiracy, this is a political conspiracy because...
I cannot say so. I mean, I cannot say anything. It's difficult for me to say definitely.
Because Mamata Banerjee has written the letter to the President.
Sorry?
She took the initiative first.
Sorry? She never liked my continuance here. She made her displeasure very clearly when I gave the order on Umbikesh Mahapatra's case. The next day, she blasted out against me without naming me. This is all on record.
So does it?
But I didn't stop there. I subsequently also passed various orders in respect to Shilajita's case, Presidency College case, Sudipta Gupta's case, Kamduni's case, so many matters. But I thought that I should uphold the right of the common man.
So does it surprise you that there was no FIR and yet it went to another level where the Chief Minister...
It should surprise you. Everybody who is carrying a campaign against me. Why me? It should surprise you, all of you who are carrying a campaign against me. The person against whom an FIR has not been lodged has to step down. That is the main allegation against me, nothing else. And it is said because of that thing, women's interests are not looked after by the West Bengal Human Rights Commission. Nothing can be furthest from truth. Ask the human body in Bengal who are functioning.
Mr. Somnath Chatterjee says what is happening is pushing legal situation in India into the dark ages. Would you agree?
Well, he is a man of great experience and learning. I think he's... But I don't think that we should lose all hope. Let me accept that my case is a single case. Others will not suffer like me.
So what will be your next plan of action?
Nothing.
So what would you like to say?
First of all, to restore my human rights against onslaught of pressmen and journalists. This is my first plan of action.
What would you like to say to the intern at this point of time?
I wish her well. She was quite an efficient intern. I wish her well. I want her to succeed in her profession, whatever she chooses.
So why did it take you so long to break your silence? Why did you choose to keep quiet for a long time?
Because I was holding the office. I could not say that as long as I was in office.
Did you feel that if you had stepped down, that would be an admission of guilt in the face of pressure?
No, never. Admission of guilt is never by conduct. Normally, it has nothing to do with conduct.
And so, would you like to put it across as there was political pressure on you and there were various forces acting against you?
No, I am not saying political pressure, but one thing I am making it clear that the government in West Bengal never liked my continuance as is here human rights chairman, because what is going on in Bengal is virtually a totalitarian regime where no dissent is allowed. That should be known to all of you. That I am not liked, that my continuance here is not liked by the present government, should be known to you. You are asking questions. This is so well known that nobody has to. It's so well known.
So how did you react when you saw the affidavit come out through the article written by Indira Jaising?
Very surprising. The affidavit is dated 29th of November and this committee gave its report on 27th of November. And Indira Jaising claimed that this was the affidavit filed before Supreme Court. I said, how is it? In my letter I have questioned this.
But are you surprised that you've got no reply from the Chief Justice? Isn't it a little surprising?
Things have happened which are worse than my surprise. I don't want to say anything.
Done?
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So one last question. Is there a sense of relief or a sense of disappointment at what has happened after you have stepped down?
No disappointment, because I am not giving up my fight for ensuring human rights or rights for common people. But in whatever capacity I am possible, I'll fight for them.